Okay, so because we have vertex form over here, if you want to find the number of zeros or if you want to find the actual x-intercepts yourself, what you would want to do is first, what is an x-intercept? An x-intercept always has a y value equal to 0, right?
Yeah.
Because it's on the x-axis itself. Now, what you want to do is literally set the function equal to 0. So set f of x equal to 0. X minus
Positive 4 is our 4.
So
Nope, I lied.
nope. All good. So now what you want to do is you want to rearrange this equation so that you can solve for x. So what you would do is, remember that little thing I would tell you, going backwards BEDMAS, going SAMDEB? SAMDEB, amazing. So SAMDEB says, don't look at the bracket first, look at the bracket last. So ignore this bracket right now. Look outside of the bracket. Is there anything adding or subtracting outside the bracket? What?
-3 plus 4.
So -3 is multiplying the bracket.
So plus 4.
Plus 4. So that plus 4 has to go to the other side. So if it goes to the other side, what does it become?
-4.
-4. Perfect. Equals -3x minus 2 squared. Great. Now there's nothing adding or subtracting left anymore outside of the bracket. Now we're on the pair of multiplying and dividing. So what's multiplying or dividing that bracket?
The -3.
-3. So that's multiplying it. So divide it. Yes. So divide it on this. So on the other side, we get +4 over +3 equals x minus 2 squared. Cool. Now we're done with multiplying or dividing. Now the next one is exponent. Do you have an exponent on this bracket?
Yes, squared.
How do you undo a squared?
Square root it.
Square root it. So now just remember, when you square root something, you take the positive and negative square root. Right?
Okay.
When you square root something, it's always plus minus. Like square root of 4 is plus or minus 2, because 2 times 2 is 4 and negative 2 times negative 2 is 4, right? So it's always plus or minus when you take a square root. Amazing. Now I'm going to leave that for a second as what it is. So I'm going to do plus or minus √4/3 is now equal to x minus 2, right? Because I've gotten now rid of that bracket because it's not squared anymore. Now, because of this plus or minus, I have two options here. My first option is square root of 4/3 is equal to x minus 2. And my second option is negative square root of 4/3 is equal to x minus 2. Now, because I have two options here, √4/3 is different from negative √4/3. That means I'm going to get two different answers. So
kind of like breaking down the quadratic formula.
Yes, it's like breaking down the quadratic formula. Exactly. So because it didn't ask you to solve for the question, solve for the zeros, it asked you to determine the number of zeros.
Yeah.
I don't even actually have to solve this. Now I know that I've gotten two branches. So therefore I have two answers in this one. Two answers / number of zeros.